Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Lola Waters. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Christmas time. I wanted to come back to you and talk to you about the pressure of 2020 and this whole new decade, and I wanted to talk to you about how you can walk into 2020 like a boss. Alright, you heard? Basically, I want to just give you 5 tips and tricks of what you can do before 2020 happens, or when it starts at the beginning of the year. That's very tangible, something that is not super difficult to accomplish, but it's effective, very effective. Okay, a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure going on right now. People are like, you need to do these 20 things before 2020, and I'm like, nah, I'm not. So I just want to come to you with 5 things, because 5 things are very easy to do. Follow along and let me know if you guys have any ideas of any simple things that you can do before 2020. If you want to add to this list, if you've done things on this list, if they're working, let me know, boo. Let me know. So let's get into it. 5 things. 5 things. The first thing you can do to start off 2020 like a boss is creating your list of values and goals. Values and goals. Not a vision board, not some crazy planner, not some crazy list, like creating maybe 5 to 7 things of just things that you really value and things you really want to accomplish. So someone spoke about this on their YouTube channel, and I started doing it right after I listened to her YouTube. I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a list. Made a list of like 7 things. And when I tell you, every time I go to the store and I'm about to purchase something stupid, I'm like, the list. Like, you start to remember, oh, I'm not gonna spend my money on this because I forgot I want to buy this, or I want to invest in this, or I need this for my YouTube channel. So remembering those values and understanding that impulsive buys are not worth it. Understanding that you wavering on your yes or no answers when people ask you questions, like you wavering on those things, remembering that you have certain values and certain things you're just not going to do, or certain things you're always going to do, puts everything into perspective. I'm telling you, like, it really helps understanding and helping you value, keeping those things that you value to the forefront. Like me making stupid purchases of just like $5 or $7, those things add up. So just understanding that and keeping that in the forefront of your mind. Vision boards are great, planners are great, but you're not carrying them with you all the time. You know, like you're gonna always have your phone. You're most likely always gonna have your wallet. So just keeping a little piece of paper with your values and your goals in there, it's very helpful. Very helpful. So number 2 is working on goals by the way of habits rather than just resolutions. So resolutions are just like kind of this thing that we say, it's like kind of in the air, like clouds. You want to accomplish them, but there's no grasp. You know, you don't have a grip of them. Habits, habits though, are something that you can implement within a 30-day span to make it something that you just normally do. So let me give you an example. Instead of saying, I want to save X amount of money by the end of the year, you can in turn say, every week I'm going to put this much into my savings account. You understand? So start forming the habit of moving the money, or automatically taking the money out of your check into a savings account, something you don't even see. Have a set amount that you just automatically transfer. So we have 52 weeks in a year. Divide your goal by 52 weeks and then have that amount taken out every 2 weeks, every week, whenever you get paid, whatever you have. I mean, it's easier to form that type of habit than you just saying, I want to save $5,000 by the end of the year. Okay. I mean, I guess. Understanding that. Habits over resolutions. 1, 2, 3. Creating goals that are based on intangible things rather than physical things. Not to say that you shouldn't have goals of physical things. So for me, my physical goal is maybe getting a new car, physical goal. But I also should have goals that are intangible and something that someone cannot take away from me. So one of those is getting better with my Italian. It's not measured. I know if I'm getting better because I'm practicing. And it's just something that I do. There's no pressure to me learning Italian. I'm not taking tests on it. I don't have to hand in paperwork for it no more. Like, it's just something that I do, and it's something that I've been wanting to work on. So me working on my Italian and getting better at my Italian is something that it's intangible, it's not measurable, but I know I'm getting better at it, and that helps with my self-esteem. It just helps you internally and mentally, knowing that, okay, I'm working towards something that I just want to do. It's just something that I want to do. It's a hobby or interest that I have. So just having that is it's very helpful, because you don't realize how, as you grow older. Oh my God, I need to slow down. As you grow older, we don't work on our self-esteem as much. I feel like when we're younger, everybody's pushing, oh, you need to have good self-esteem. This is what you need to do. You can get into activities, measure your talents, and maximize your talents, and do all these things. But as an adult, there's things that we go through that hit our self-esteem, and we never kind of rebuild that. So I think getting into stuff that really interests you and having hobbies and just doing stuff that you like to do is something that is it's very helpful. And I commend one of my friend TK. She's always taking a class or doing something that she just always wanted to do. She took a ballet class, and she started doing like sketch classes and stuff like that. It's just something that she does to fill her time. We have so much time that we kind of waste on social media. And it's very, very vital that you kind of fill that time with something more substantial, Number 4. Number 4 for me is very big. I think it's very important for us to start the process before 2020, but if you want to start in 2020, that's fine too. But having time and really committing yourself to decluttering. And when I say decluttering, I mean mentally, physically, and digitally. So for me, my digital life is so unorganized. Like, my emails, my computer, my phone, the pictures that I have, everything. I mean, it's organized. It's just so much of it. So I have to take time out, even if it's just once a week for an hour. I just go through and just delete, because it just gets to be so much. It gets to be so much. It's overwhelming. It's a lot to handle. So yeah, decluttering. And physically, I mean, that's pretty obvious. I'm going to start doing, I think I'm going to do kind of a vlog of this, but throwing away 3 things a day for I don't know how much time, like maybe 2 weeks or I don't know, a month. Throwing away 3 things a day, just to get rid of, that clutter that you don't need, and putting them in their proper place. So throwing away stuff, but also dropping stuff off at Goodwill, giving stuff that I want to give away to my friends or my family. So stuff like that is very helpful, and it makes you feel more accomplished. And mentally, forgiving yourself for things that you've done through this past year, 2019, or maybe years prior. Just getting over that stuff and really forgiving yourself and mentally decluttering yourself from stuff that you don't even care about. There's so many images and things that we're exposed to that we have in our head, but we don't even care about it. So just going through and meditating on that and getting through that and the clutter of your mind, and understanding, going back to your values and what you want to do in your life. And number 5 is maybe the most important one that I can come up with. That is reflecting and relaxing. So reflecting on the things that you've accomplished, that you've gotten through, hurdles that you may have had to jump over, and things that you just accomplished. You got through that, like you did that. So reflecting on that is very, very important. I didn't realize how important it was until my therapist told me. And she basically, rest in peace, she died this past year actually, but she spoke to me and was like, tell me about your life and what you've done, and you know, things that you've done throughout your life. And I told her all these different things: moving to New York City, going through school, working, side hustling with like all these different things, starting businesses, and traveling, going abroad, all these things that I've done. And she's like, you're very accomplished for your age, and do you ever think about what you've done? And I never thought about it. I never really thought back like, oh, I did do that, or I did, you know, I did accomplish this, and I put my mind to it and I did do it. Because sometimes we get so focused on the things that we're not doing rather than the things that we've done, and that kind of demotivates us. Go through a period of time of reflection and understanding what you've done and what you've gotten through, because back then when you were in it, you never thought you would get through it, but you did, and you're here. So I think really understanding that and reflecting on that, and maybe celebrating that, doing something good for yourself, you can easily forget, and it's something that needs to be celebrated. Relaxing is very important too, because you don't want to go into 2020 frazzled. You don't want to go into it all discombobulated and just, you feel like you don't have a grip on things. Take a hold and take time to relax. Take time to really get your thoughts out. If you like journaling and you like meditating and doing yoga or whatever it is, do that. You know, sometimes it's just cooking a good meal for yourself and relaxing, or doing your nails and doing your hair, and or going out to get treated. It's very, very, very vital that you go into the new year refreshed and relaxed. Don't compare yourself to, you know, people doing things that you might want to do. That's the worst thing you can do. Just focus on you, reflect on your life, and be proud. So yeah, that's my 5 things that you can do to walk into 2020 like a boss. And I hope you guys have an amazing holiday, a happy new year. I'm very grateful to be back on YouTube, guys, and thank you so, so, so much for everything. And I love you. Mwah. Be kind to yourself, man.